Hello, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing video. This time I have a 5th edition, I guess this is a gift set. I don't really know what they call this. It's for 2 players. It's the advanced level, and it is 2 30-card ready-to-play decks, an oversized rulebook, a play guide to walk through the first game, even though it's for advanced players, and a 15-card 5th edition booster pack. The copyright date on this is 1998, which is a few years after I stopped playing, so this is actually my first ever 5th edition purchase. So chances are there will be cards in here that I have never seen before. I don't know much about the 5th edition other than the fact that a lot of the artwork changed because Wizards of the Coast for the 5th edition stopped paying artists royalties on individual sales of cards and instead started acquiring the artwork outright. So that's kind of unfortunate because, you know, I got to love a lot of the old artwork from the revised, unlimited, and 4th edition sets and, you know, whatever. But I think it makes a lot more economic sense for Wizards of the Coast to acquire the artwork as opposed to just paying royalties to, you know, dozens of artists on hundreds of cards. But anyway, let's see what's in here. Use this, again, cigarette pack kind of ribbon. I also saw this ribbon. Gold ribbon. Okay. Off with the plastic. So their eBay purchase, by the way. I think I got it, again, for pretty close to its original 1998 retail value. What I find interesting about this is that it claims to have 4, or I guess 2 ready-to-play decks, but it's only 30 cards each, and I thought that you had to have at least 40 cards for a deck. You can see they're very small decks. Those would be very short games. There's your 5th edition booster pack. It's got the Shivan Dragon as the artwork. Very nice. Open this up. Rulebook. This is much bigger than the old 4th edition rulebook, which I still have right here. And they're explicitly refer to this as an oversized rulebook, so I guess they're just getting increasingly elaborate with the rulebooks as they get farther into the game. Here's the how to play. You know, the deck that I bought for the 2012 core set actually came with the playing guide, but it was a lot more concise, and it was this big, colorful poster. Anyway, rulebooks are less interesting than cards. So let's see what our cards are. Okay, Righteousness, 7/7 until end of turn. Great card. Incinerate. So already they got rid of the Lightning Bolt, looks like, for the 5th edition, because this is the 1 more mana for the same amount of damage as Lightning Bolt. Giant Growth, new artwork. Monsters Goblin Raiders, new artwork. Ironclaw Orcs, that's the original artwork. Bird Maiden. Hill Giant, that's new artwork. Tarpan, Grizzly Bears. My beloved Grizzly Bears, new artwork. Tragic. Unicorn, yeah, these are all, I mean, particularly these, I don't know, these are all pretty boring common cards. Hopefully there's something more interesting in here. Lots of land, land. Samite Healer. We used to call him Sammy. That was our nickname for him. Dwarven Warriors, very common. Llanowar Elves. Oh my goodness, these are really just some of the dullest cards I've ever seen. City of Brass. Non-basic lands are always kind of exciting, but this one, you know, it has that mana of any color, which is a very sought-after effect, even though most decks are only 1 or 2 colors, and it does 1 damage to you if you actually use that ability, so that's not very fun. Circle of Protection, Fire Breathing, Regeneration, all useful creature effects, but not terribly exciting. Dancing Scimitar is a decent creature, flying 1/5. You obviously want to power that one up if you're going to attack with it. Disenchant and a mountain. Alright, well, that was very underwhelming. Let's see if the other deck is any better. Something tells me it won't be. I'd imagine they at least try to make these things evenly matched to make it a little more fun. Okay, Counterspell. That is new artwork. Classic blue spell. This painting is this illustration is only slightly less stupid than the original one, which was a guy with 2 fingers with little lightning bolts sort of fizzling out of his fingers. Terror, awesome card for your black deck. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Okay, so we've got Monsters, Goblin Raiders, Grizzly Bears, and Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. And I think there was the Pearl Unicorn also I saw on the other deck. That's the sort of standard boring white creature. Oh boy, look at that. 2 different merfolk. Oh my goodness. Our cup runneth over. Zephyr Falcon, Phantom Monster, Bograts. I misidentified these as a kind of a lousy card in a previous video, but they're actually pretty decent. They can't be blocked by walls. Urg Raiders. Good, lots of black cards. Didn't get any black cards in my 4th edition starter, so that's good. Bog Imp and Bog Wraith. And Bograts. I'm sensing a pattern here. Okay, let's land. Gotta have land, but ooh, Prodigal Sorcerer. Excellent, excellent card. Mullworms. Alright, you can take out one of your opponent's lands. That's a little bit exciting. Scale. Okay, so we've got boring pud creatures from all 5 colors. That's very exciting. And more land, Soul Barrier. This is okay. So this is something that deals damage when an opponent casts a summon spell, which is great for a blue deck because you're not really supposed to rely on creatures for your blue deck. So if you're playing against somebody who's relying on, green or red, where you actually end up with a lot of creatures, it's a very good card. Unholy Strength, +2/+1. Another good black creature. Good. We have a lot of very good common black creatures in this deck, which is good. Rod of Ruin, good direct damage. Soul Net, you get life when creatures die. That's very useful. And another land. Okay, so, I don't think I really saw any rares in there, which is a little bit disappointing. But perhaps the booster pack will be more fruitful in that regard. Let's see. Still don't know the best way to open these things. Alright, here we go. Wild Growth, perfect green card, increases your mana output. Another Ironclaw Orcs, lucky me. Another Soul Barrier, alright. Blessed Wine, gain life. Homarid, alright. From the Fallen Empire set, these Homarids were just some of the most boring and useless creatures in the world. Another Terror. This is from Ice Age, I believe. It's just a little more powerful version of Crawworm. Healing Salve, another gain life. Nice little flying creature. Updraft, what is this? Target creature gains flying till end of turn, and you get a card. Not bad. Better than Jump. Dwarven Soldier, that's old artwork. Feedback. Direct damage based on upkeep. Carrion Ants. That's a good one. That's kind of like, was it Frozen Shade? Black creature with power up. Not bad. Dwarven Catapult, good direct damage, and Gender Saddlebags, untapped target creature. This is a great card actually. You can basically attack twice with the same creature, depending on. I think you can do that. I think that's why this is useful. And I guess the 5th edition was the first time they stopped putting lands in the booster packs, which I'm sure made a lot of people very happy because, again, while land is important, opening up a booster pack and kind of sifting through all the land was not very fun. So this was my 5th edition purchase. Generally some pretty good cards, a lot of really useful common cards, no really exciting rares or uncommons, but, definitely useful and definitely good for building decks and playing games. So that is my purchase for today, and until next time, stay tuned.